Good morning, sir.
have constructed buildings to showcase their talents of construction and to showcase the wealth. You know, if you go to bank, you will find a room. It is called a strong room. In that strong room or the specially protected room, they keep the money every day for transactions. Whatever is there, they keep there. And if when we deposit gold or anything as precious materials in the bank and take a loan, those materials and the records or documents and all those things are kept in the bank. So that area is specially preserved, locked and protected and kept. So like that, in ancient period, the king of ancient and medieval period, the kings had constructed buildings to secure their wealth, to keep it safe inside. Now we construct a home for a stay from the cold wind or the hot temperature outside. Along with our assets and properties, we want to keep safe. That is the reason of it. But you know, thieves will come. Thieves will not enter into a room or a house where there is nothing. Thieves will come to the place where there are resources kept. And when you want to hit an enemy, we will hit the enemy where his more powerful things are there. The resources are kept. In modern period, the warfare will be mainly in the places where the nuclear facilities are there. Oil storages are there. Because oil storage, nuclear facilities and dams, they are most important activity centers of any group of people to survive. You must understand, in the medieval period or end of the medieval period, when the kings used to attack others, they used to attack wherever the resources are there. We have already seen Muhammad of Ghazni, how many times he had come to India and he has taken up the wealth of India.
Yes, sir. The Somnath Gujarat temples.
Yes. At the Somnath temple, I had been to that Somnath temple. Presently, Somnath temple is located near to the beach. The old one is there, still is preserved there. The people used to offer the things. You know, it's a small hut, like a small building it is in ancient period. And people of that area used to offer the things and it used to be kept open. Because local people would not take away anything from there. So the gold or materials were open because the local people were afraid of God. When Muhammad of Ghazni came, he saw plenty of gold and resources kept there. He came and looted and went. Nobody stopped him. You know, there is a village in Maharashtra, where houses have no doors, no locks are there. Anybody knows where it is?
Sir, Shani Signapur Simpson.
Very good. So, are they not afraid of thief? They are not afraid. Thieves will not come inside. Nobody closes the door. No houses have got doors. So we have our resources and we try to preserve the resources. We try to make strong rooms. Most of our houses will have alamaras or cupboards where there will be inside, there will be a secret room where the money, gold, all those things will be preserved. When a thief comes or an enemy comes, first he will search for such rooms only. In cinemas, at least you see, or in serials, they ask for the key of that room and take the gold and move away. You can see in cinemas, many times it has happened. So that is in ancient period as well as in modern period, we do that only. Because people want to preserve. So the thief or anybody who comes. Now here in our text there is an example of a king from in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan king had an experience. Once Indian king, Tamilian king, Pandyan king attacked Sri Lanka, took away the statues of Buddha. No, most of the people in Sri Lanka believe in Buddhism. The group of people are called Sinhalas. They followed Buddhist religion, and Sinhala king had made a beautiful statue of God and kept. That statue of God or Buddha made up of gold was taken by King Srimara Sri Vallapha. So when Sri Lankan king attacked India, he was searching for the statue which was taken from Sri Lanka because it was an important structure for him. When an enemy country or enemy is attacked, important resources, important materials are taken away by those. So it is natural in this. Any kings, go to any kingdom, any king attacking, they will search for the resources, the gold and valuable materials that are kept. In 11th century, when the Chola king Rajendra first built a Shiva temple in his capital, he filled it with the priceless statues and seized from defeated rulers. In our houses, when you get inside some of the rich houses, you can see there will be showcase. What is there in the showcase? Materials that are to be seen by others. The sons' awards and prizes, or the daughters' awards and prizes, the parents' awards and prizes. So most of the things will be showcased there. So that is important. So at that time, a king used to proclaim that I have defeated this king, I have defeated this king. Chalukyans would say, I have defeated Palas and Rashtrakutas, like that kings. So they used to bring that materials and keep in public place for export. Nowadays we know matches, World Cup hockey matches are going on. Now we have got presently in Bangladesh our national hockey team was yesterday they defeated Japan. So when they already the trophy is with them now, if they win this trophy, they will retain that trophy. So when they bring that trophy and they will keep in the National Hockey Federation of India's room to show this trophy we have won. If you go to any school, you might have seen the schools will project the trophies that they have won to showcase that we have got talents, we have done this kind of thing. For that they separate. When you are come for admissions, you might have seen Chinese school and their trophies are kept on the entrance.
Yes, sir, we have seen, sir.
Yeah. So that is because it's a projection. We have done this, we have won this. So when other team is winning, they will say we have won, we have got this trophy. So like that in medieval period also, kings used to fight each other and take away others' resources. So that was a normal activities Because wherever resources only we can take, wherever per person, we cannot attack a weak ruler and take resources. Now, yesterday we have defeated Japan. Japan was not a very strong country to defend ourselves. We have won the gold medal in Olympics. So it was easy for India to thresh Japan. So that's good. When we were playing with the Pakistan, it was not easy. We could defeat only 3 goals with the Pakistan. And when we had a youth hockey team was there. Youth hockey team, we lost in the semi-finals. So because we were not. So what was the aim of Indian hockey team? To get the trophy, to win the trophy. So every time in the human society, social growth, we must understand the countries are fighting or persons are fighting to get the awards and rewards, to take the materials, wealth. Nowadays, they don't give they give money also, they give trophy also. You take the trophy and money, both they give. At that time, loot and bring. That's only. Kill the king, defeat the king, tell the king to give this much. The same thing is happening now. Hockey match is won, you will get money. But now money is not given by the defeated country, it is given by organization. That is only difference. No other difference is there. Every competition, everything is for that only, to get awards and rewards. Now, another structure, if you go to Mughals, construction of the palaces, they had gardens. In our houses, if you are rich enough, most of the persons who are rich enough, they will have garden in front of their house. Mughal gardens were called Charba, means it was divided into 4 divisions. Char means 4. Charba Gardens they were called. 4 divisions. And from the top to bottom, they will have a line trail, water flowing will be there. If you go to Agra Fort, there is a water flow is there. In that water flow, there is no pump. Automatically, it is 24 hours water circulation is taking place. It's all technology created during that time. So that Charba Gardens will be constructed, and gardens, flowers, all those things nicely to look at. Kings had made it because for them to walk around. If you now present Rashtrapati Bhavan, Rashtrapati Bhavan was constructed by the Britishers. Behind Rashtrapati Bhavan, there is a Mughal, it is called Mughal Gardens. There is a garden named Mughal Gardens. Now public has got entry into that garden. Earlier there was no entry to public. Now public has got entry. There if you go there, you can see beautifully Charba Gardens are constructed. Exactly 4 squares, divisions they have made, and gardens are constructed. So that way, all those things at that time they systematically did, and financially it was easy for the king, just order, and the people would be ready to do it. The tax that is collected could be utilized as per the plans and thinkings of the king. There would be nobody would question the king for any kind of actions. Modern period we are having democratic system, so naturally the people should be taken into consideration. At that time it was not there. So that is what we must understand. Charba Gardens, all those things. No. Then we see tombs constructed. Can anybody tell me what is a tomb? What is a tomb?
Sir, where the dead bodies is?
Pardon? Not clear.
Sir, where the dead body is buried, sir.
Yes. Tombs are the burial places. Pyramids are tombs. In India, Gol Gumbaz is a tomb. Taj Mahal is a tomb. Taj Mahal, Mumtaz and Shah Jahan are buried there. So tombs are that places where, in Bijapur when you come, you will come see Gol Gumbaz. Before Gol Gumbaz, from Sainik school, if you go to Gol Gumbaz, you will see a place named Barak Kaman. Barak Kaman also has become a tomb of the person who has constructed it. So tomb is a place where persons are. Here we have got Ibrahim Rosa nearby our Sainik school campus. I will take you there when you come. That Ibrahim Rosa is also a tomb. Then Humayuns Tomb is one famous structure in Delhi. So the tombs were because the parents, children, sons have, at that time sons were ruling. That's why I'm telling sons. Okay, sons have constructed buildings in favor of their parents, fathers. So that is main thing. That is why the Humayuns Tomb. Humayuns Tomb was constructed by Akbar. So that is one important structure that we can see in our textbook. We can see. Then when we go to our Red Fort, I think previously I told you about Red Fort. Red Fort is a place where the Prime Minister hoists the flag. Is shown as a national symbol. Any places about India when it comes, Red Fort is shown. In front of Red Fort we can see Chandni Chowk. Some of you have gone to yes. Wait, something comes. Wait, students. Yes. Can you see me?
Next, your audio is audible, but we are not.
Okay. I switched on. Something has happened here. Yes. One call has come. There is some confusion is there in that system. WebEx we cannot stop because when you put this mode, aeroplane mode, net will not come. That's the problem. Okay.
Sir, you can put the silent mode, sir. So no call will come, but the WebEx will be on.
If I put a silent mode, call will be shown, no? Okay. Anyway, I put now, whatever you said. Okay, let's see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? This is a problem. If I put on mute, what you speak, I cannot hear. Okay? That is the reason. Okay. Now, can you hear me now? Anybody respond?
Sir.
That is
Yes, sir, you can.
that is a problem. If I put on mute, your sound I cannot hear. That is the reason. Okay, no problem. In this kind of things, you have to adjust, bear with this kind of systems. Okay. So then, in your home, if some member comes to your house, you think a worker comes, you are having agriculture land, and when a worker is coming to your home, what will father or you do? You will go to that person, bring to the veranda area, we may discuss with you. If some VIP comes to your house, your friend or your close relative, somebody comes to your house, what will you do? You will take him inside the room, inside the house, and take him to the parlor area and discuss with you. So like that, when the Mughals were ruling, they have constructed two kind of weapons. One is Diwani arm and Diwani Khas. Aam Admi means ordinary people. Khas Admi means important people. So there was a meeting place for important people. It was done by Mughals. Shah Jahan has constructed Diwani Aam. Aam means for
Diwani Aam or Diwani Caste.
Caste means for important VIPs. We can say VIPs, very important.
Sir, we have this
Huh?
We have this in Hindi, so sir.
We have this in Hindi, sir. Hindi
Ah.
subject, sir.
Yes, yes. So VIP meeting place is called Diwani Am.
Diwani Kas.
Other one, ordinary Diwani Kas, VIP meeting place. And ordinary people meeting place is called Diwani Am.
Diwani Am.
Yes. So when Mughals are constructed, they have
So it
constructed
is Diwani Khas or Diwani Khas, sir?
Diwani Kas. Kas means important. Okay.
Am means
Am means ordinary.
not important.
Not so much important. We call VIPs.
Sir,
No?
please can you explain? I can't understand.
See, when somebody comes to your house, an ordinary person comes, or not so much close relative, or so much not so much important person. You know him. You may call him and sit in the veranda and talk to him and solve your problem, his problem, and listen to his problem and send him back. So that veranda where you sit, it will be the arm, Diwani arm. Means for ordinary people. If you are, in your house, if the school principal comes or the prime minister comes or some higher persons come to your house, you take that person to the inner room of your house where there is a decorations and very nicely chairs are there, cushions are there, very good facilities are there. That room, that is called Diwani Kas. Important room. For VIPs. Do you know what is the full form of VIP? Very important person.
Very important person.
VVIP means very, very important persons. So, like that, rooms are available. Important persons' rooms. So, Mughals have constructed like that. When a public meeting is needed, meeting with ordinary people everywhere, the king used to sit, and that area, this is called Diwani Am. When king wants to meet ministers and some important places, there was a Diwani Kas, where a foreign king is coming, or other places of a minister from other country is coming. So they will be taken to a special room and there they will have a meeting. That meeting area is called Diwani Kas. So Diwani Am and Diwani Kas are important structures during the Mughal period, and it was there in Delhi. If you go to Red Fort, if you visit Red Fort, you are permitted to see those things. You can see museum rooms are like that. Very nice to see those places. They will say, if there is a guide will properly tell you which is Diwani Am, which is Diwani Kas. So that is Shah Jahan's place. Shah Jahan has constructed. And there is a speciality of one structure in Diwani Kas and Am also. It is known as Pietra Dure. It is there in your textbook, page number 69, second line. Okay, this Pietra Dure means it's a decoration. See, now I am sitting here. This fellow is disturbing me. Okay. Now I am sitting here. Behind me, you can see this board. Okay, this board has got some. It has got some decorations. The decorations are called Pietra Dure. The decorations behind where the king is sitting. That decorations are called Pietra Dure. It's to attract the place, to show that this is important and this. So that's a Pietra Dure. So where Shah Jahan has done decorations in his buildings wherever he sit. So that is a Pietra Dure. That is important structure that is of that time. Decorations that were there. And if you go to next page number 70. You see, in the first there is a picture. Modern period, we want our houses constructed near to the highways, both sides of the highways. Nicely decorated house, just away from the highways, traffic facilities, cars should come, all the cars should come, like the roads people are liking nowadays. Ancient time or the medieval time, they were happy to construct their houses near to the rivers because they could see the water and they could go swim, use the water. Nowadays, people are afraid to be near the water because one is rain, second reason pollution. River water is so much polluted nowadays. That's another reason. Anyway, people house having near to the water body. It was very good at that time. So only VIPs were permitted to construct houses near to the water bodies at that time. That is speciality of that. So that's kind of water body. Yamuna River, you can see houses. It is Yamuna River in flowing in between and house constructions both sides they were. So that is speciality of this picture you have seen. This is things. Okay.